Yeah.
Hey!
I can't get it.
Hey.
No, I can't get it. I can't. Hey, it's Hot 937, man. Hot937.com. DJ Buck from the morning show, man. I got a special guest with me right now. Matter of fact, I don't do this often. I drove to New York to meet this lady. I've been up since 4 o'clock in the morning doing the morning show. And when they told me she was going to be here, I drove up to meet Ayra Starr. How you doing?
I'm amazing. Thank you for coming.
Of course. How's life been? Good?
Life has been good. God is great, you know.
Let me ask you a question. Is New York City what you thought it would be when you was a young girl growing up? Is this what you imagined New York City would be like?
It's way more than I imagined. I can't lie. It's a bit, you know, it's a lot. It reminds me of Lagos, but a more advanced version of Lagos.
Really? So
yes.
when you got to Times Square and you saw the big lights.
I was just like, what? And the people.
So many.
So many people.
Not just one type, people from all over the world.
All over the world. It was crazy. I was just like, wow.
And you've been to New York, you've been to Times Square, and you've been to LA. Which one do you like the best?
Oh my God.
Which one do you
Everybody
like
keeps asking me this.
LA or New York?
So New York reminds me very much of home. Yep. LA feels more like, you know, I'm on vacation. So I feel like they both have their good parts.
Is home up tempo and fast like New York?
Mm-hmm. Lagos is fast, it's city, it's hustle and bustle, like.
Now growing up there, like you graduated school early. Your mom made a deal with you. I heard your mom made a deal with you.
She did.
In order for you to do this music thing, you had to finish school. Mm-hmm. When she told you that, what did that do to you?
It was like, go time. It felt like a challenge. I feel like she said it to me. She didn't think I would actually like do it. She just said it. And I was just like, that's all it takes. You're quite cheap.
So they supported you from day one with the music thing, but she wanted you to finish school first.
Yes, so it was just all for my, you know, for my good. She wanted me to do music first. She wanted me to do school first, finish school first. When I was done with my education, then I could try.
And that was young. So you graduate high school in what age?
So I graduated high school at 14.
At 14? Mm-hmm. Is that the average age to graduate high
school? So the average age is 15, 16. 15? So I just did it like a year.
A year early?
A year early.
And you felt good about that. Now growing up there, listening to the music here, what could I find in your... It wasn't an iPhone. What did you have in your hand listening to music? What were you listening to back then?
To be honest, I didn't even have a phone until after secondary school. I didn't have a phone.
So when you were watching TV, what artists were you watching?
MTV, and it was Rihanna, Beyonce, and Disney. I watched a lot of Disney.
Did you?
Yes, I was a Disney girl. Hannah Montana. I thought I was gonna be the next. Like I thought I was gonna be the black Hannah Montana.
Did you?
Like I used to tell people that I'm gonna be in Disney soon. Disney. I just thought maybe they would just fly over and just see me like in school. So I would always act like I'm in a Disney movie. I thought maybe somebody was gonna recruit me or something.
Did you start singing back then? Did you realize back then that I want to be on that screen? I want that to be me.
Yes.
And you made your mind up then?
I made up my mind. I remember like at 13, the only thing that would give me comfort was knowing I was gonna be like a superstar.
And you knew that?
Yes. I would get into trouble and I'll be like, at least when I become a superstar, I'm not gonna do like that was like my if somebody like if my friends didn't talk to me again or if I got bullied, I'll just be like, wait till I become a superstar. Like that was my comfort.
You never got bullied in school, no?
We all got bullied in school, right? Yes, we all got bullied in school. I was young. I was always the youngest, so I was the easiest to pick on.
Wow. Now the TikTok thing came around in the social network, and you started covering songs. Mm-hmm. Tell me some of the first few songs that you started covering.
So the first songs I started covering was a lot of Disney songs, to be honest. Then I did my own version of Michael Jackson. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. So
Tell me how
changed.
How'd it go?
Oh no, it's embarrassing.
Come on, how'd it go?
So there's this boy.
How did it go?
There's this boy in school that used to bully me,
yep.
And I wrote a song for him. I've forgotten how it goes. I don't want to do it. It's so embarrassing. I was like 12. Okay, you guys.
Okay, you were 12.
Let's forget about it. Let's forget about it. Let's move on. Let's move on. Okay, let's move on.
So you started doing covers.
Yeah, like 12, 13. Then I was doing a lot of gospel music, covers of gospel music. Then I started doing Rihanna. I started doing Jessie Reyes. I was doing Drake. And Nicki Minaj. I used to do a lot of Nicki Minaj also.
Did you? Now, there was one point when your numbers went from maybe 500 views and they skyrocketed. At what point was that when you saw your social network numbers go through the roof?
The night I released my first like EP,
Yeah.
the night I was unveiled like from my label like as this like the new artist. I remember I had like 5K followers from my from modeling and like doing. So I even thought 5K followers was a lot. I thought I was famous. I thought I was famous.
You think?
I was like, hey, I'm like those.
I made it.
I made it. But then overnight he was just like, I just got to like 150K, 200, and it kept going, and it's like, I'm like, what? Now I don't even understand. It just keeps going. I don't even look at it anymore. It's my mom that calls me and she's like, oh, you just hit this on Instagram. I'm like, oh, that's nice.
Who were you like tapping every time it went up, saying, look at my numbers. Who's like your closest friend right now?
Let me see.
To this day.
To be honest, I'm not aware of all of those things. Like, it's usually people around me that will tell me. So my friend, like my A&R, or like my mom, especially my mom, even though I'm not with her, like when I'm not like around her, she calls me and she's like, did you see you just hit like 6 million followers on TikTok? Did you see that you just hit 5? I'm like, oh really? How do you know that? And he's like, Mom, it's like 2 a.m. where you are. How do you know that?
Wow.
So usually my mom that tells me I'm on my A&R. I usually don't I don't keep count.
Ayra Starr, was it modeling or singing first? Which one was first?
So it was singing first, because I always wanted to be a singer and a musician. Then I used to model on the side just to, get a bit of cash. And also modeling was very much challenging. I could always sing, but modeling was more of a challenge because people told me I couldn't model because of my height. So I was like,
what about you?
I'm like, see.
Okay. All right.
I'm 5'5".
5'5".
I'm really tall.
And that was a challenge because of your height.
I'm really tall. Yeah. In my head.
In your head.
So it was a challenge. I was like, okay, watch me model. But I did model for like 2 years in school, and it was nice.
Wow. And you landed a deal with Pepsi too.
Yes.
How did that happen?
Shout out to my label. I have the most amazing team and supporters behind me that, I don't know how I would do this without them. So shout out to Tiger and Toby.
Right there. He got that deal.
Help me with that deal. Thank you, Toby.
Now you were big internationally before you were big in the States. Was your goal when you found out you were huge in the States? How did that make you feel? Was that always a goal to be big here?
Of course, because I grew up watching Disney, and Disney TV shows were always like, Miley Cyrus in Malibu, Malibu, Wizard of Waverly, the Waverly Place in New York, and I just like all of that. So I was always wanting to be be big in America. That was a dream, and it's still it's still happening. I'm very grateful for where I am now. God is doing His work, but we have a.
Are you proud of what your sound is doing to the music of America? The Afro Beats, what it's doing, it's changing. It's huge. You got to be proud of that, and the people.
I'm very proud. I'm very happy to be one of Afro Beats' leading artists. It's an honor. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Tell me some artists that I may not be aware of who are coming up.
Who are coming up? There's Bloody Civilian. Bloody Civilian is a producer, singer, songwriter from Nigeria, and she's amazing.
But you have a song called Bloody
Samaritan. Yeah,
right.
I know. People always think it's the same. No.
Okay, so Bloody Civilian is a producer.
Yeah, she's a producer and singer-songwriter. Okay. And she's a girl.
She's coming up.
And she's going to be big by God's grace. There's King Maddie. King Maddie is amazing too. There's Teddy, Life Size Teddy. Teddy is a rapper, singer. She can do all. Everything. She's amazing. There's Mila, my brother.
Your brother's coming up?
Yeah, my brother's coming up.
He went to school with you too, right?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, and he writes music with me. So he's also doing his own thing. Shout out to Mila. He's on my album, my new album coming too. And yeah. That's
amazing. I've seen some of the crowds in your country. There are a lot of people come out. You never get nervous on stage, so you're used to the big crowd.
I'm used to it now. I used to get nervous though. I used to get very nervous, but I'm used to it now.
You're used to it now. Now tell me about the song, the Rush song. How did that song come about?
So Rush, I remember the first time I recorded Rush, I didn't like the song. I was just like, no. There's no way you record songs that you like, you feel indifferent about it. But my label was like, this is the song. Trust me, this is the song. This is the song that's going to take it. I was just like, yeah, I'm not sure. But I'm not that hard to work with. I trust my label. I trust my team. You know, they know what they're doing. They're very experienced. I said, okay, let's release it. And I teased it first on my Instagram, and it just went viral. Just the tease, just the snippet. I was like, wow. So we released it, and you know, international. It became an international.
How many versions of Commas were there?
15.
15.
I have 15 different versions on my phone.
Different words or different music and different
like the beats kept growing. So he had an original. There's an original one. Then I changed some of the lyrics in the second one. Then I changed the beats in the second one. Then I changed even the main instrument at one point. You know, I moved from piano to guitar. Like I was trying to get it to where I had it in my head. And it took a lot of time. Everybody was sick of me. Everybody was tired. Like, alright, this song is perfect. But I was like, you guys are not understanding.
Who made the final decision on the version that's out right now?
Me. I heard it, and I was like in the airport, and I literally, I felt so alive just listening to, because I finally got it to where I wanted it to be, and I knew it could be there. I could take it there, and it went there, and I was just like, wow, I feel, this is euphoria. Wow.
How do you come up with the songs that you write? Like if a blank piece of paper is in front of you and you have to be in a certain mood, or are you in love? Are you breaking up? Or what gives you?
I'll say like Bloody Samaritan. When we first made Bloody Samaritan, I think I had just read like some things on Twitter, and I was just so angry. I was like, like vibe killer, Bloody Samaritan, protect my energy from your battle. I was just going in. I was like, yeah. So sometimes it's like anger and like, you know, watch me, and sometimes it's like other people's experiences. And also I collaborate with the best people. Like I'm an amazing songwriter, but I won't be here without like the people I also collaborate with. Like my brother Mila, there's Embryo. I just started working with my friend Mesu. They are all my friends, and we all talk to each other and we all create together. And from Bloody Samaritan to Rush to like certain love songs on my album, sometimes I just have to be in the zone. I write on the plane sometimes.
Do you listen to other people's music while you're creating music?
Yes.
To find out what pocket you should be in?
Yes, definitely. Because I like to try different things. And I like to try different genres. Do you understand? And if I'm going to do like a feature for someone else's music, like if I'm doing like a Latin music, I love listening to Latin songs, Shakira, and understanding like melody pockets and different things. And that's how I end up writing in pidgin, but it's almost like tapping into that vibe.
How's it feel when you walk in the room right now when people, they know who you are?
I get so excited.
Like, not just no ordinary people, but when someone like a Rihanna knows who you are. How's that feel?
Best feeling in the world. I was just like, I felt like it didn't feel real until like 4 days after. And she's on my wallpaper. Like I have a picture of me and her on my wallpaper.
Right.
So, and I remember like I was in the car and I just put on my phone and I saw a picture. I was like, wait, like that's actually Rihanna.
Wow.
That is Rihanna. Like it's not, if the pictures even looked photoshopped to me. Like, it didn't feel real. Like,
I seen the hug. You didn't want to let go.
I was like,
You did not want to let go.
I was like, she was talking, I was just smiling. I was like, I couldn't believe it. And she knew me. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's got to be a good feeling.
Best feeling ever.
How long have you been in the States now, coming here to do music?
So, I'm always coming to the States because I've been on tour. I'm always here like once in a while. But I've been here for 2 days, you know, so far. Then I'm leaving for some time, then I'm coming back.
Have you figured out a favorite place to eat in New York City yet?
Oh.
Because I see you eat a lot of food on the YouTube. You eat a lot of different.
Okay, let me put you on.
Tell me where I'm gonna go.
Let me put you on. So it depends on what type of food you like. For Asian food, I like hot pot. I like Chinese hot pot. And there's this place called the Dollar Shop. It's so good. It's
a restaurant. The Dollar Shop.
Yes, it's a restaurant.
How come I don't know
with one
this
L?
place?
With one L.
How come I don't know? All right.
1L Dollar Shop. Try it. Then there's this restaurant for Nigerian food called Lagos. Really good. Those are my top 2. You're
very adventurous because I've seen you eat some things and they put them on and you're like, I don't know if I like this texture. You love food. You're so tight. You love to eat.
I love to eat and I like to try. Like that's the best way I feel like I can connect to different cultures through music and through food.
Through food.
Yes.
Now if I was to go to your country, what am I going to eat?
Oh,
tell me a meal I'm going to eat.
On some. So my favorite meal is fried yam and eggs. You can have that for breakfast. Okay. And for lunch, you can have some jollof rice with chicken. Do you like chicken or beef?
I like chicken.
Okay, so I'll give you some barbecue chicken or some spicy chicken with some coleslaw. Then for evening, you're going to have some amala. Amala is like, it's like fufu, but it's like different texture from fufu.
You
Boys,
cook?
boys, yeah. Of course I cook.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a Nigerian girl, proper African girl. I cook. I had to learn how to cook. Let me tell you.
Now, with your success right now, there's a young girl back home where you came from, and she wants to be who you are. What would you tell her?
I'll tell you, my baby, to never give up. Work on yourself. Don't stop learning. Trust me. Don't stop learning. Don't give up on yourself. I know it might sound corny, but like, trust me, that's the best way I can tell you. You have to believe in yourself more than any other person, and you have to never give up on your dream. Just keep going. And yeah.
Any roadblocks that you came across that you sometimes felt like, will this ever happen?
I feel like I dealt with some imposter syndrome when I started going like, viral with my music, and it was a lot of, mental like war and having to relearn and unlearn some things. So I feel like the roadblock for me was very much work I had to do within myself.
And you had to get that right, and you fixed it.
And I fixed it.
And you're back. Now you're on tour.
I'm back
you're
and I'm
tour with
bad
Chris
and I'm
Brown.
better.
Can you dance better than Chris Brown?
No. Not yet.
Not yet.
But I'm gonna be stealing some moves or two when I watch him perform on tour. I'm gonna be like, okay.
Yeah. I was at a show in New York City one time, and they said you were in the building. I didn't believe you was here. I think it was a Rima show. I think it was at the Urban Plaza.
Yeah.
And you were in the corner, because I was on the second floor too. And they said, I'm like, where's she at? Then you popped on stage, and I said, oh, and you did the Bloody Samaritan song. I'm like,
Thank you.
There's a lot of people there too.
Yeah, it was a lot. That was like one of like, remember, I feel like that show was really big. I was like, ooh, nervous.
What's the first verse of Bloody Samaritan? Because every time I played, I said, there's a bad word in here somewhere. There's no bad word. Is it a bad word?
Wise man said, follow the stars, there you shall find a piece of advice. If you hate your enemies shine. If you're not a friend of me, enter the light, because you can never kill my vibe. Because there will no sacrifices. Everything was taken, still had to make it. Vibe killer, me I no go take shit.
Dad, I never cleaned that. To this day, that's it. I'm trying.
It's my accent. People don't know I'm saying that.
I didn't think you said. I said, nah, she never said that.
Yeah,
Let that thing play. And I never got one
I said that.
call.
I be cursing in my song sometimes. It's so bad.
Man, the whole time someone should have told me, because it's been playing on Hot 937 for the last 4, 5, 6 months.
I'm sorry. I'll try my best.
This album coming out, any features?
Yes, amazing features.
Can you tell us, or you don't want to surprise us?
No, I'm gonna tell you. I have a very, very amazing song. I'll say a proper Afro R&B song that's gonna take over the world.
Okay.
With Giveon. I feel like Giveon is such an amazing singer, and just the texture of his voice is very soothing, and it's very close to mine. So we made a song together. I have a song with Ashake.
Wow.
We have a summer hit coming. It's Summer Jam.
You got some big names.
Big names. I have Shay Vibes. I have Coco Jones.
My girl.
Coco.
She's on there too.
I grew up on Disney, so I used to watch Coco Jones on what's the name of that? Let It Shine. And now I have her on my album. That's crazy.
Things are coming true. Things are coming true to you.
God is great. I have Anita, and I have my brother Mila. So yeah.
So you got a whole full album coming out with a lot of your favorite artists.
Yes, literally.
You got to be excited.
I'm so excited. I'm like, let's go.
Do they have you working a lot? Are you used to working this hard? For the record label, they got you. You have to talk to a ton of different people. You have to do things. Is this something? Is it new for you?
No, it's not new, because I feel like I've been working like this for like 2 years, and now it's fun now. Before it used to be like work, and I used to hate it, but now I found a way to enjoy it and just having a good time while doing it. Like,
while doing it, yeah,
easy.
I can't wait for the for it to come out, for the album to come out. And I seen the video with you and Tyler too dancing. Are you guys good friends?
We're really good friends. We've known each other for like 2, 3 years.
Do a lot of artists in Lagos know each other? Is it small? Is it?
Yeah. So it's not Lagos. It's more like the industry and the genre. Like African music. We support each other, and it's a lot of love, and we just
And you all tend to know each other. Now there's another sound coming off that. There's some, what's it called? Amapiano? How do you say that?
Amapiano. So Amapiano is a South African genre. Then Afro Beats is
But it's close.
Nigerian.
But I think that Amapiano is more like It sounds like house music to me. It's
almost
house.
like house, but it's more. I don't know how to explain it. It's way more beautiful.
Is it?
It's
a different sound.
Yes.
Do you plan on working with any reggae artists?
Yes. I might be working with some already.
Say it.
So I have something under the works with Popcorn. Yeah, we're trying to do something together. Beam. Do you know Beam?
I like Beam. Like Beam.
Beam is one of my favorite artists of all time. Like, he
really?
is a genius. I've never met anybody that is so genius like that. So
his time is coming. His time is coming to really go.
To me, he's like, he's there. His time is there. Like, he's so big. I love him.
Wow. Now, with all the success you're having, you're going to have a lot more success. What did you want to do for your mom? What would you, when you get to where you want to be and you can do anything you want, what did you want to do for your mom?
So, my mom, I'm going to obviously buy my mom our own house. I'm going to make sure she can go anywhere she wants to. Because my mom is so young, so I want her to enjoy her life and have a good time. I don't want her to stay one place and, like, just be in the house. I want her to travel the world and enjoy, go on vacation, drink wine, mommy, drink wine and relax.
Yeah.
Relax, mommy.
Mom.
Just relax, drink some wine.
Yeah.
Hey.
Has she seen you perform in the big stage yet?
Yes, definitely. She was on my Paris show.
Now, you said she's young. She's not dancing like you. Is she out there dancing and everything?
She's dancing. She can dance, but not like me. Amazing! Yay!
Say whatever you want to say.
Ah!